Hey, how's it going? Thanks for tuning in to another video. So today I thought I would do something a little bit different than usual. It's Sunday, so it's ice bath day, and I thought actually it could be quite fun. Well, I mean, I don't know about fun, but it'll be quite good to do a video from within the ice bath. So yeah, we've got our 20 kilos of ice over there, and we've got our ice bath. I don't actually own a bath in my flat. It doesn't come with the bath, so I've had to buy this like inflatable sort of adult paddling pool kind of effort, and then I just unload the ice in there and then get started. So all in all, yeah, that's what's happening now. And today I thought we could talk a little bit about keeping things simple. And the reason for this is I was just in the gym, and between sets I like to kind of look around and see what's happening and what everyone's doing, and I like to, it's not that I judge people, but I like to watch other people's form to determine whether what they're doing is right or wrong, and whether I can incorporate whatever it is that they're doing into my workout, or whether I can learn from their mistakes to ensure that I don't then make the same mistakes as they do, and then hopefully in the long run prevent myself from getting any injuries or anything like that. So long story short, looking around the gym, kind of watching what's going on between sets, and I just noticed how much people overcomplicate the simplest of exercises. Like, I understand that there's certain variances that you can do in exercises and stuff, but there's so many people who don't even do the basics right, and then they're kind of trying to add bands and weird movements and all of this. And I mean, half of the problem is that they see something on Instagram or YouTube where it says something like, do these 6 exercises and you'll have 6-pack abs in 6 days. And then all of a sudden you see them fucking strapping bands all over the place, and they're trying to do all of this weird and wonderful shit that doesn't actually help them in the long run, because they don't understand the basics and they don't have a good foundation that then allows them to actually capitalize on doing that workout. So today I just thought we could talk a little bit about that while I freeze my ass off in the ice bath. So anyway, on the agenda we've got ice bath now, and then by the time that's done, hopefully you can see out of my balcony, the sun's kind of there. But anyway, once that's done, the sun should be out on the balcony, so I can kind of go lie out there and defrost for 10 or 15 minutes and meditate. And then I'll come back inside, have some food. I haven't eaten yet. It's like midday, 1 o'clock actually, so I should probably eat something. But yeah, we'll grab some food and whatever, and then, so anyway, stick around till the end of the video, because I got a little something at the end of it coming up. But long story short, there's a little competition where you can win some supplements and stuff. So yeah, stay tuned, and I'll tell you a little bit more about it towards the end of this video. But I'm gonna go and prep this ice bath now, and then let's crack on and get it done. So ice bath's ready. I'm not gonna lie, there's no easy way of going about this, so I'm just gonna dive on in. So yeah, here goes. Okay, we're in. So topic. Whew, it's a lot colder than I remember. Cool. So topic of discussion is keeping things simple. And the first thing about keeping things simple is that by making things complicated, you're not making yourself look any smarter, or you're not making yourself any smarter. It's like by overcomplicating something beyond where it needs to be, all that happens is then you end up alienating people out of the equation. So I've been quite fortunate in that up until probably my last role, I was employed, or I was contracted to help businesses simplify the way in which they did things, which for me was really enjoyable, because I'm a massive process person, as I've said previously. So it gave me the opportunity to sort of step into the business, have a look at what they were doing, how they were doing it, and then where we could sort of cut out some of the noise, and where we could basically just eliminate the stuff that isn't really serving the business in any way, and eliminate the stuff that's kind of just unnecessary. Like, over time, especially sort of in the finance industry, because of like a lot of the security and the regulations that's come in, what happens is they kind of just start bolting things on, and that's all good and well, but some of the stuff that they've bolted on top of then becomes null and void, and rather than actually getting rid of that, what they do is just bolt on top of it. So you've got this like mundane thing that someone ends up doing that doesn't actually serve the business in any way, shape or form. It kind of just complicates the matter and adds an unnecessary step to the equation. So yeah, like the same thing applies then for fitness, for life, for everything. Like just take a snapshot of what it is that you do on a sort of a daily basis, and then look at it and go, actually, how much of this stuff is serving me? How much of this stuff is actually giving me a decent return on investment? And like, I'm a massive fan of the idea that you only have X amounts of energy per day, and you can only invest so much of it in before you run out, and then you have to wait until tomorrow because you've had a nap or whatever, and you've refreshed that energy level. So like, I kind of try and be as pedantic with my energy as possible, whereby I try not to spend it on stuff that's unnecessary or that doesn't serve me or doesn't give me the best return on energy invested. And it doesn't have to necessarily be energy, it could be like return on capital, whatever, like it doesn't matter. It could be time, whatever, but whatever you're investing, just make sure that you're getting a good return on it. So this then comes into the whole keeping it simple thing, because you think, well, okay, if I'm taking an hour to do something and it could actually be done in 15 minutes and I could get the same result, why am I doing it in an hour? Like, what steps am I currently doing that aren't serving me? What steps am I currently doing that could be streamlined or taken out altogether and that could serve me? So back in the transformation video, I talked about sort of journaling and identifying sort of what I was doing on a daily basis that just was not adding any value whatsoever. And that's this kind of principle where you're just keeping things simple and yeah, just cutting out the noise. Like the ice doesn't last very long. The water's fucking cold, but the ice just disappears, pretty sharpish. Maybe I need more bags of ice. So anyway, you see a lot of these memes and stuff online where you see, and I don't know if Einstein did say this, I mean I wasn't alive when he was alive, so obviously I'm not gonna know, but there's a saying that you see every now and then, and it's supposedly from Einstein, where he says that, you know, anyone can make things complicated, it takes a true genius to simplify. And whether he did or didn't say that is irrelevant, but the saying does stand, and it's one that I'm a firm believer in that, like, yeah, I can complicate things as much as I want. Like, it can be as complicated as you want it to be, or as you allow it to be. Like, I can say, okay, the answer to the following is, like, actually, right, here's an example. So I can say the answer is 2. How you get to the answer is completely up to you. So you can go, like, 1 plus 1 is 2, 2 plus 0 is 2. You're still at the answer, right? So that's happy days. But you could also go 10,000 plus 65 plus 7 divided by 2 times 62 divided by 4,522 times 6 pi divided by 32 times 1,000 fucking million divided by 42 billion. That also equals 2. Like, it obviously doesn't, but you get my drift. Like, I can make it as complicated or as simple as I want, and that's kind of like, that's kind of like what we all do. We just, like, you imagine, right, you want to make more money, so, or you want to do whatever, doesn't actually matter, it doesn't have to be money, you want to make better gains in the gym, you want to make more money, you want to do whatever. You always think that there's got to be some kind of secret, or that there's got to be these 1,001 steps, when in reality it's just finding those things that give you the best possible return on investment and then, like, doubling down on them. So use a gym example, right, because this is one that I'm pretty familiar with, and this is one that I've screwed up for a long time. So I've been gymming for a lot of years, like probably 18 years now, maybe 16 years. So I've been around the block. But when I first started, I was reading loads of magazines, and then when sort of YouTube started coming around and Instagram and Facebook and stuff, I was watching all these guys online, and I was looking at how they were doing things, and they were kind of talking about the fact that, oh, you know, you can do this, this, and this, and they super complicate stuff. And I was like, shit, okay, well, that's what I have to do, obviously. If I want to be stronger, or I want to be like bigger or whatever, I need to do that too. And then I was overcomplicating the most, like, and doing the most ridiculous movements in the hopes that I was going to, like, this magic movement was going to get me a bigger, quicker kind of thing. This is starting to get cold. Like, the ice is gone, but it's cold. We're 7 minutes in or so, I think. Probably not even 7. Probably 6 minutes in. I don't know how long that little thing took me to set up the camera, but I've still got about another 10, so you have to pull it together. Stop getting comfortable being uncomfortable. So anyway, like I was saying, I started overcomplicating the gymming process, and I was like trying to follow these ridiculous diets where it was like, you can't eat anything but grapes, or, you know, one of these stupid fads where you think this is definitely what's going to happen. Because I was a fat little fuck when I was a kid. I mean, like, if you look at the transformation, it's easy for me to put on weight. Like, I walk past a donut shop and I just start looking like a donut. Like, if I even start breathing donuts, I put on like a kilo around my waist. So yeah, I started doing stupid diets, started doing all these stupid, weird and wonderful workouts and all sorts of weird and wonderful things because I read it in a magazine, or I saw some famous guy who's fucking making money online, and I was like, well, he obviously knows what he's doing. If people are paying to have him coach them, like, he must be smart. Forgetting that, one, no two people are the same. So what works for you, what might not necessarily work for me, and vice versa. And two, a lot of these guys online that are selling coaching programs and stuff, you need to understand that there's a motive behind it. Their motive is to make money. So if they can say to you, oh, here's these 5 exercises that are really going to peak this bicep and really do this for you and that for you, just buy my program. And now you're like, okay, well, I want peaks in my bicep, or I want like more defined triceps. So yeah, okay, fuck it, let's buy that program. And then you do it and you don't get the same results, and you're kind of questioning why, when a couple reasons actually. One, like, you're not on the same level like as this guy is, or this girl, or whoever is, because one, this is their life. Like, their life is gym, and their life is creating programs. Damn, I'm like, so normally if I'm sitting in here, I'm kind of like, I've got meditation music on. Sorry, anyway, let me try and get this right. So normally if I'm sitting in here, I've got like meditation music on, and I'm kind of just in the zone. So I can get to like half an hour and I'm not even this cold. But when I'm having to be like super conscious, super aware, and try and talk to a camera, to try and block out the cold is so tough. Like, this is a whole different level of a challenge. This is, yeah, it's brutal. But anyway, what was I talking about? So you need to understand that this is literally their job. Their livelihood is the gym, or creating programs, or whatever. So in order for them to make money, one, they've got to be creating more programs or selling programs, and two, like, them doing that one exercise didn't get them the body that you see right now. Like, they've put in years of hard work, and now they're just refining. So, like, for me, so in my transformation, I did compound lifts, and I got them, and I started doing them well. Like, up until recently, probably the last 6 months, when I actually when I started my transformation, I started doing compound lifts again, because I hadn't been doing them. I was doing all the fine-tuning shit that doesn't actually serve you when you're fucking not in the right condition for them. So I thought, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to get it right back to basics, cut it right back, Keep it as simple as possible. What's going to give me the biggest return on investment? What's going to give me the biggest bang for my buck? Right, compound lifts. Cool. So started squatting again, and I mean, like, I really wish I had started recording properly when I started the transformation, and so that you could see that. I mean, like, now you see me throw on like 140, 160 kilos on the bar and do a squat, and it doesn't look, and I don't even look like I'm struggling that much. Like, obviously I'm struggling, like, it's hard, but I'm not fucked. Whereas when I started, like, you can ask some of the people I was training with in the early days, I was literally squatting the bar because my squatting technique was so trash that it was like, as soon as I put any weight on the bar, I was getting lower back pain, my knee was fucking blowing out. Like, I had not done squatting and deadlifting and bench press properly for so long that all those compound movements were absolutely shocking and awful. So I really do wish that I had actually started recording properly from day one, because then I could actually show and say, like, this is what it looks like to start at ground zero, because that's technically where I started, because I was doing all these stupid fucking fine-tuning things where you use cables and you twist your wrist so you can peak your upper chest and all this shit. Like, yeah, now I can get back into that because I've actually got a fucking chest to upper chest peak. But when I was this fat troll, like, I had no business doing that shit because I wasn't ready for that level. So, like, I wasn't actually taxing the muscle or doing anything that would actually benefit me or burn calories or get me into the shape that I wanted to get into. So, like, yeah, just like, understand that. Fuck, right. Just give me a second. I need to, like, try and get myself back into some kind of thing. Right. So, when you're getting advice from these guys on YouTube, Instagram, fucking Facebook, wherever, magazines, understand that if you're at their level, then by all means start doing some of that stuff. But, like, if you're just starting out, or you're still, like, you haven't perfected the basics and the simple stuff. I say simple, but it's simple in air quotes because there's nothing simple about a squat. Like, if you know how to squat properly, you know that it's not a very simple exercise. There's a lot of problem areas where a lot of things can go wrong if you're not doing it properly. But once you've got those dialed in, then you start worrying about, oh, how can I really sort of get my quads popping or my hamstrings more fucking defined, or peak that tricep, or fucking get that bowling ball shoulder or whatever. But by overcomplicating it, you're actually not doing yourself any favors. And this, again, this goes for life, this goes for the gym, this goes for business, this goes for everywhere. Find a handful of stuff that gives you a massive return on investment, or that gives you the best possible return on investment. And typically speaking, it's going to be 3 or 4 things, and then double down on them, really cash in on those. Make sure that you're getting good returns on them, and if possible, like, double the returns you can get out of them. So, like, squatting is one of those exercises that you'll see every single professional do, and do well, and do heavy, because it's an absolute mass gainer. Like, nothing beats it when it comes to, like, just fucking general body strength. I don't think, anyway, in my opinion. Right, so we're at 16, I think we're at 15 minutes or so. Good, I've got another 4 minutes before I can become an icicle, and then I can go outside and warm up again. But, anyway, so, just understand that it doesn't have to be complicated. You don't have to complicate things. And understand that the people that you're listening to are on a different level to you. Like, this is what, like, I'm about to lose it actually, because I look around the gym, right? And you'll see personal trainers doing this with people. Like this morning, oh my God. This guy, and like, a relatively small guy, and you can see he's been in the gym for a long time. and he's looked the same from the first day that I walked in there. Same thing, he's paying a personal trainer 4 days a week to train him. And like the fucking exercises that they're doing, I'm like, there's no wonder you're not seeing any results or getting any sort of traction in the gym, because you're not doing stuff that's serving you. And he is injury prone, so that is difficult to work around. But still, at the same time, it's just like, stop overcomplicating lifts. Like, it looks cool, yeah, you can string fucking bands all over the place, and you can do these weird and wonderful maneuvers and tweak this and do this and all sorts of weird and wonderful shit that looks badass. Like, don't get me wrong, you see these people with like all these bands and they're like doing this and that, and like bands around the knees, and they're doing this fucking flaring knees out and building the groin and all sorts, and it looks badass. Like, it really does. I think it looks cool anyway. But like, return on investment, if they put as much effort into just squatting as they did to fucking looking cool, they'd be getting a lot better returns. And yeah, just remember, it's only as complicated as you want it to be. So you can get to the answer of 2 by going 2 plus 0, or you can get to the answer of 2 by saying 100 minus 98 plus 65 divided by 2 times 42 divided by 69 times 12 and a half divided by pi cubed to the nearest 0. Like, just find the quickest way to the answer, which is 2, kind of thing. And then, yeah, last but not least, just know your level. Like, if you're stepping into something, know, if you're a professional, then yeah, by all means, like, you can complicate things a little more than you would if you were like a rookie. But, and this, I mean, this goes for business, this goes for everything, but like, if you're, especially in like gym terminology now, especially talking gym, if you're new to the gym, stop working like all these concentration fucking exercises and isolation exercises. Do the big compound lifts, get good at them, get strong at them, and trust me, this will save you injury in the long run. Like, I can't tell you how many people I know that started with the concentration exercises, I'm one of them, and isolation exercises, and are now struggling with fucking knee issues or shoulder problems or like body dysmorphia issues where their fucking front delts are stronger than their back delts, so they've super rolled forward and they can't do anything about it, and it's taking them a long time to get it all fixed. And just like quads stronger than their fucking hamstrings, because all they've ever done is leg extensions and never leg curls, and now they've got fucking back problems and hip alignment issues, and like the list goes on. And I'm not saying that this can't happen if you were doing compound lifts, but like, it's just, the compound lifts are compound lifts for a reason. Like, they use more than one muscle group, whereas if you're just doing like a leg extension, it's just fucking quads, or if you're just doing a bicep curl, it's just biceps. So whew, I need to start thinking about getting on. Oh, we're at 20 minutes, so that's good times, and I'm pretty much finished what I was going to tell you anyway. So I guess, I hope I've made 20 minutes. I'm going to do like just another minute or two just in case, because I don't actually know. I can see 20 minutes and 30 seconds on the clock, on the camera, but I don't know at what time I stepped in here and got down. So I'm just going to do like another minute or so. So anyway, this was an attempt at creating something a little bit different. Damn. Alright, let me just get focused here. Come on, Byron. But this was just me trying to do something a little bit different here for a change. I was getting a bit bored just standing in there, or sorry, sitting just in there, like on the sofa. It's kind of boring. So I thought an ice bath could be kind of fun. In the comment section below, let me know whether you enjoyed this format or not. I probably did ramble a lot more than normal, and I'm also not going to edit this because I didn't want anyone to think that I've like jumped out of the ice bath or anything like that. Like, you're going to see me get in and get out. So yeah, there'll be no editing. So if I've rambled, I apologize. I try to do my best and keep it as concise as possible, considering I'm freezing my fucking ass off. In terms of sort of like housekeeping, little competition where I'm going to give away some supplements. So basically, long story short, I like singing in the gym, like listening. I'll obviously have headphones in, listening to music. I don't actually sing out loud because no one deserves that kind of ear violations, but I kind of lip sync. So what I thought I want to do is, at the end of each of my videos from this point forward, I'm going to put a little clip of me lip syncing. Your job is to have a guess as to what song it is that I'm lip syncing. The first person to get it right, I'll send you a link to a page of supplements. You pick a supplement you like, or a supplement that you want or need, and I'll ship it out to you as like a thank you for watching my content and participating in my little competition. So yeah, there's that. Whew. Shit, I'm now approaching 25 minutes. I might as well just stay half an hour. And then, yeah, so that's competition. Like I said a minute ago, if you like this format of watching me freeze my ass off and you trying to talk sense at the same time, drop a comment in the comment section below. Let me know whether you liked it or not. If you liked it, I'll do it again. If you didn't, well, I might do it again anyway. No, I'm kidding. I spot every week anyway. But if this wasn't a hit, well then, you know, I'll try something else next time. I'm just trying to do something a little bit different and have a bit of fun with it at the same time. And then, yeah, please hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, tick that little bell notification. It'll be much appreciated. And yeah, I'll see you guys all next time. Yeah, I'm pretty much done talking, so I'm just going to probably fast forward the last minute or so. I think I'll do 25. If I can. I don't know if I know how to do that. I'm still pretty rookie at this whole Premiere Pro business, but I enjoy it, and that's the main thing. Like, I have fun doing it. No, I should have been sat like this the whole time. I mean, on paper, this whole idea of talking to a camera while being in an ice bath was a pretty good one, but I'm starting to see the area in my ways because it's not warm, and it's a lot harder when I can't kind of switch off to it. But that's me. I'm definitely done 25 minutes now, so I'm gonna jump on out. But first, we're done. I'm out.